So we have thousands of sisters that have filed a lawsuit against some of the heavyweight cosmetic companies such as L'Oreal and Revlon in regards to the hair relaxers that we use. They allege that these hair relaxers are the cause of them contracting uterine cancer. Take a look.
Sheila Bush is among them. The 69-year-old has relaxed her hair every 6 weeks for most of her life.
Growing up in the 60s, I went to a segregated school where they had the blacks on one side and the whites on the other. And so we would hear negative things about our hair because that was just the time. Race was a problem back then.
Bush was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her late 50s. Last winter, she started seeing ads pop up on TV and her social media feeds looking for women to file lawsuits against more than a dozen cosmetic companies, including L'Oreal and Revlon. The recruitment campaign launched shortly after a study had come out from the U.S. National Institutes of Health. It found an association, though not a causal link, between the frequent use of chemical hair relaxers and uterine cancer. The study looked at more than 33,000 women. Those who used the products more than 4 times in the previous year were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer compared to those who didn't use them. The main thrust of the lawsuits? Those companies sold harmful products and should have warned customers about the risks, but didn't. There are more than 7,000 similar lawsuits so far from all over the country.
Many of the women who use these chemical relaxers are women of color, African American women, black women throughout America and the world.
Ben Crump filed the first hair relaxer lawsuit on behalf of a Missouri woman shortly after the NIH study was published. As for the companies involved, they want the cases dismissed. In court filings, they've argued, if this is the first study to link the products to uterine cancer, how could they have known about the risks? L'Oreal added it is committed to offering the best hair products for all identities and cultures. Namaste, which markets ORS olive oil relaxers, said all ingredients in its products are approved for cosmetic use by U.S. regulators.
I'm sure many of us can relate as a Black woman to having that natural kinky hair, and there not being enough products to help soften our hair so we can get a comb through it. I know that was my issue for sure, and I was an advocate of relaxing my hair. I used those relaxers for decades until I finally decided to stop doing that, chopped off all my hair, and started growing locks. And I have embraced natural, including embracing my gray hair that's coming in and everything else, because these products are very harmful. Regardless of the positioning that these giants are taking, they are harmful. And as you can see, one of the sisters is holding a picture of herself after chemotherapy. She did contract cancer, and she does feel it's as a result of these hair relaxers. Now, these sisters will definitely be on an uphill battle trying to prove it. And these companies are also asking for receipts that they actually purchased these products. So hopefully these sisters will have all of their paperwork together. Ben Crump is the lawyer that's taking on this class action lawsuit, and I am so thrilled. Because he is an advocate for our people, and I feel like he will make sure it is a win for our sisters. There are thousands and thousands of women that have filed lawsuits with these giants. So I'm praying for these sisters. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I hope that they are rewarded every penny that they deserve. And I hope that we as sisters will start embracing the natural look. There are now so many Black-owned companies. There are so many Black-owned products that we can use for our natural hair now, that we can, easily be able to get a comb through, and our hair is soft and beautiful. So we don't have to embrace the chemicals, those harsh chemicals in our hair, so that we have that bouncing and behaving, and then also that, desire to want to fit in and not be othered. As we know, we have been teased for our hair for the longest time. And so I do understand that mindset of wanting to fit in and blend in and feel like you belong. However, it is to the detriment of our health. So I am, again, hoping and praying for these sisters. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations, where I report on all things Black owned across Canada. I will be following this story and continue to share with you. Until next time, please be safe. Peace be.